Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/QueenJ and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs, download a title free, and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/QueenJ. Happy Friday! I hope you had a great week. Welcome to this episode of 100 Lit. Thank you for joining me. And I'm your host, Queen J. And in honor of Horror Week and Halloween, I'm here with a new audiobook entitled Ghostly Paws, written by Leighann Dobbs and narrated by Elisabeth Rodgers. So, what I liked. The premise, I really liked that. I thought it was clever. It's really your standard cozy mystery, but with a twist. A car accident leaves a divorcee named Wilhelmina Chance, Willa for short, with the ability to see ghosts. And one of those ghosts, named Lavinia, who's the librarian of Mystic Notch, asks Willa to solve her murder. And that alone was pretty clever, and it was enough to hook me. I also like the characters, the way they were introduced in this town. Leighann Dobbs made it very natural, and the story didn't grind to a halt to reveal who was who and what their relationship was to the town. Each person was in the middle of the action with all their characteristics and foibles. Each one contributed and had a relationship to the chaos, which I love. I love knowing who the people I'm reading about are when all hell breaks loose. What I didn't like. It's not so much something that I didn't like, but rather an aspect of the story that I would have liked to understand better. Willa has a cat named Pandora who talks with other animals but doesn't vocally interact with any humans. However, despite this, Willa can sort of understand her, especially when it comes to clues about the murder that Willa is trying to solve. Now, there's a reason explained as to why Willa can see and hear ghosts. It's the car accident. But the cat thing is kind of a different story. It just birthed a lot of questions for me, like, why can she understand this cat? What was it, something that was part of the accident, or is it just the standard pet-owner relationship? Is Pandora the only animal Willa can somewhat understand, or are there others? So, of course, it birthed a lot of new questions. Speaking of which, Ghost Lavinia kind of birthed some inquiries with me as well. She literally pops up numerous times to check in on how Willa is doing with the investigation, to the point where I wonder why Willa was necessary to do the investigating in the first place. I wonder, why Lavinia herself couldn't properly ghost, quote unquote, and listen and look for clues and maybe ask Willa to do a little follow-up. Seeing as how she's greatly accessible, she can move around, obviously, she's a ghost, she can move around pretty easily. It seemed like it would be a little bit simpler if she had did a little bit more of that. So, I mean, these may be things that get answered in the series down the road, so I try not to dwell too much on them. So overall, I think Leighann Dobbs is hungry. She did a really awesome job with this story. The narrator, Elisabeth Rodgers, just added the icing on the cake. She was perfect for bringing voice to the story. So I think if you're looking for something cozy and kind of spooky to read this Halloween, I would recommend either listening or reading Ghostly Paws. It's zany, yet it's realistic and relatable. It's eerie, yet it's warm and pretty welcoming. If you'd like to learn more about the author, this book, or other works that she has completed, check out her website, leighandobbs.com, or find her on Twitter at Leighann Dobbs. So that's all for this week's review. Right now, I'm listening to Indiana Belle by John A. Helt and narrated by Chaz Allen. So stay tuned for that review next week. If you like this episode or you have a comment to share, just be sure to let me know on either queenjreads.com or on Twitter or Instagram at queenjreads. So have a great weekend and enjoy the books that bring you life.